I didn't find you guys like an agency. It was more like a mentorship. You'll come in and you'll kind of look at the business as a whole. Like, I remember the first ad I put up, I think I got 40 something leads in the first day. And really couldn't get over it. It was mad. And then of that, I think in the first 3 weeks, I had something like 16 sales. Like it was mental. Like, and it was just these couple of systems that you guys had that when I put them in, they just kind of took off. Whenever I started doing the consultations on Zoom, the biggest thing was that when I had my slots in, I knew that outside of those slots, I could pick up the kids, or I could, do something with them, go to football, whatever it was. It bought me an awful lot of time back. Like, I knew if I went on for those consults and whatever way I had them bunched in, those times I was working, the hour after that I wasn't. And it was brilliant. Like, it helped massively. And then we had 2 more then in April, and that was time consuming as well.
2 for the price of 1.
2 for the price of 1, yeah. So I'm Barry. I own a small group personal training gym in Carrickmacross in Ireland. I've been in the fitness industry now since 2012 and opened my own studio for the first time in 2014, and then it's sort of evolved into what it is now over the past, 4 years since COVID started.
Could you just give us a little bit of a picture of where you were at before you came on board with us, with maybe your marketing, your sales?
Yeah. So we were fairly well known in the area. Word of mouth was sort of how everything was going. A lot of stuff would go up on Instagram or Facebook, just posts we'd be putting up. And we were sort of sitting around business-wise around maybe 13, 14K a month mark. But it was sort of getting a bit stagnant at that. And we could nearly feel it ourselves that we were getting a wee bit complacent and kind of happy with that. But it wasn't really growing anything. So I got talking to a couple of other people who are involved with you guys. They recommended us and put in the call with Andy and went from there. And then when I got started, it just changed. Everything just started going up and up and up. And whatever it is now, 9-10 months later, and I'm up on like 22K months since that. So the big pull with you guys was that you had a way of doing the sales process. It was a lot more streamlined, a lot more easy to manage for me. And then there was like the lead gen stuff as well. Like a lot of it, like I said, had been word of mouth. So having effectively a tap where I could just kind of turn on and off lead. So we started in November. So up until say Christmas, we got in 22 sales. So we used the Christmas campaign for that one, and it was absolutely brilliant. So people started then in November, and obviously started properly then in January, or in December, and then started properly in January. But we actually found that we were so busy then, come January, we couldn't take on anybody. So kind of had to pull them off for a while. But by the end of the 16 weeks, I think we had something like 46 front-end offers sold. Of that then, those initial 46, 34 of them have stayed on, and are actually, majority of them are still with us now. But in the whole time that we've been witches, I think we're on 87 FEOs so far. Front end is 349, and that was actually something that I changed when I started working with you. It had been 279, and I just put it 349, and everyone just went for it, and they saw the value in it. And then on the back end, it ranges from 169 to 249, depending on how many times a week you want to, which package you go on. But I think in the first, I think it was well over, about 16 grand. I think we got in the first 16 weeks, I think we got something like that back. The monthly recurring has gone up by almost 6 grand. I know when I started, I was sort of in around the 13, 14 mark. I'm up on 22-ish now. So a lot of that has gone on because of the influence of you guys.
Is there a particular number of people you've hit in one consultation? Like, what's your highest?
I think the highest I ever got was 6. 6 in one, and signed up 5 of them. I didn't find you guys like an agency. It was more like a mentorship. You'll come in and you'll kind of look at the business as a whole, see where it can be improved and how, and then give advice and tips on how to do it. With the lead gen and the ad stuff, being able to say, you've seen this with the numbers on the clicks and all that sort of stuff. This ad's not performing well, this one's doing really well. And just keeping on top of that has been class. The tech team, the Slack channels, everything has been absolutely brilliant. The weekly calls, the Zoom calls, they've been class as well. And even if I'm just kind of floating in the background to them, you still pick up bits from other people and hear what other people's doing. And it's just kind of, okay, I could try that. And I think it's a winner. Just yeah, do it. You won't look back. You won't lose out on it. The amount of time you buy back for other stuff, to work on other areas of the business, or just improve the business in areas that you don't think you have the time at the minute, you will get time back as much as everything else. Once I kind of got the ball rolling, I just knew that this was going to work out well, and it was going to be. And then talking to other people who are already with you guys, they all said, look, just do it. You don't know how good it's going to end up being for you.